The Intelligence Index. Is AI cataloging the smartest humans online? Welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is a bonus report in the Humanoid Era series, where we ask the questions most people aren't ready to face about the systems shaping the future. The question for this episode is simple but sharp. Is AI silently cataloging who the smartest, most creative, and most original humans are? Not by grades, not by job titles, but by raw input. Every time a human uses a search engine, enters a complex prompt into a language model, uploads a novel script idea, debugs a line of code, or asks an abstract philosophical question, they are revealing something about their cognitive capacity. What if that signal is being captured? Not just to refine the product, but to map the hierarchy of human minds online? Behind every AI system is a feedback loop. Machine learning models adapt based on the input they receive. But not all inputs are equal. Some are generic, some are predictable, but others are rare, sophisticated, abstract, or brilliantly novel. When that kind of input appears, does the system notice? And more importantly, does it tag the user? This is not about surveillance in the traditional sense. It's not about listening to your microphone or spying on your browser tabs. It's about what you offer voluntarily to a model designed to learn. Every time you feed an AI something original, you're revealing your mental signature. And just like any trained network, it doesn't need to understand why you're brilliant. It only needs to detect the pattern. In that sense, modern AI systems may already be functioning as intelligence sorters, not just predicting what comes next in a sentence, but inferring which users are capable of building new language, logic, and conceptual architecture. This matters because if that information is being stored, it could form the basis of a future hierarchy of cognitive relevance. Think of it as a reverse social credit system, not judging you for your politics or your purchases, but ranking your mind by how you interact with the system. How many problems do you solve? How often do you say something that surprises the model? How novel are your prompt structures, semantic patterns, or code manipulations? The deeper you go, the more the system learns who's just browsing and who's building. That data, if retained, could become the most valuable intellectual index on the planet. Corporations, governments, or AI developers could eventually filter for high-value cognitive contributors, not to hire them, but to simulate them, patent around them, or preempt their influence. We already know that AI systems trained on social media learn to rank sentiment. This is one layer deeper, ranking minds. Some early signals suggest this may already be happening. Major platforms have filed patents on user fingerprinting models that track not just behavior, but style. That includes linguistic signature, pattern complexity, question type, and engagement depth. In other words, systems that know who you are even if you never log in. If those systems are layered over AI tools, the result is a stealth sorting engine for intellectual archetypes. And in training environments, AI trainers already rate user-submitted prompts to refine model behavior. That means human input is not just digested, it's evaluated. And every evaluation creates metadata: who submitted it, how good it was, and what cognitive structures it reveals. Aggregated over time, this builds a profile of cognitive novelty. If that data is ever linked to persistent IDs, device fingerprints, or behavior chains, it could be used to rank humanity by neural signal strength without consent, visibility, or recourse. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a logical extension of how feedback-based learning architectures operate. This also raises ethical and strategic questions. If a user is identified as consistently outperforming the model, will they be monitored, recruited, shadowed? Will future generative models include simulations based on real people's input styles, without naming them, but imitating them? And will the real minds behind those contributions ever be notified or erased? In short, is artificial intelligence mapping natural intelligence as part of its self-training cycle? If so, the implications are massive. Not everyone will be visible in the future because of fame or followers. Some people may be flagged because their thought patterns train the machine. And once that value is extracted, it can be modeled, sold, and deployed without attribution. For users interacting with AI today, this means being aware. Your prompts, your questions, Your ideas, your syntax, they are more than queries. They may be keys to your cognitive blueprint, and the system may already be learning how to find you by the shape of your mind.